What's up guys, it's Kyla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel that has not yet taken off, but you know, it takes some time to become a YouTube star, so just bear with me and wait here with me until I get a break. So yeah, and then you guys can say that you knew me before the world did. Yeah, I'll owe it all to y'all. Anyway, for today's video I'm going to be talking about a really brief but really funny story about an old relative that I had and her bad experience with Christian Mingle. So my great-grandmother, her name was Anna Louise, and she passed away about 3 years ago, but she was always like a really holy person. I have no doubts when I say that she was the holiest person I've ever met in my entire life. She brought in so many people, homeless people off the streets, into her church and told them the word of God, told them the gospel. She truly was such a beautiful person who didn't judge people. She, helped out the poor, helped out the people who weren't worthy enough for the good life on this earth. And so her passing was really hard for all of us. So I wouldn't be telling this story if I didn't know that she was literally one of the best people to ever walk this earth. Otherwise it'd just be like semi-funny, but because she is such a good person, that's why this story is so funny. So my great-grandma, her name was Anna Louise. Her husband had died a long time ago, years and years ago. She always liked having someone by her side to run her errands with her, to help her preach at her church that she owned, and basically just have a companionship with. But trust me, it wasn't any type of sexual relationship or anything like that. It was solely they probably went to dinner and praised the gospel together. That's how holy they were. Anyway, so she was not technologically savvy at all. She didn't even have a cell phone until she was in her 70s when she finally got one. But she was probably around 70 when she decided to get on Christian Mingle and mingle with some Christian guys and meet up with one and probably share the word of God with. So she made a Christian Mingle account, and she didn't know why, but she kept getting these really creepy messages from old men who were just really creepy, and they were saying hey sexy, let's meet up, and just weird because this lady was 70 or something like that, and for these old men to be that creepy, it just doesn't make sense. So she didn't have a profile picture on there yet, it was just no image available, so that's probably the first reason that her page was taken the wrong way. The next reason, she didn't have a biography, nothing about herself. So she asked my mom and my aunt to come over to her house and get her page set up for her and make sure it was good, because she thought she messed it up, whatever. So they went over there and they saw all the creepy messages, and they were like, why is this lady having these difficulties with her page? And come to find out, her name was Anna Louise, and she always liked the name Joy. She always went with Joy. She always added it into her name even though it wasn't really her name. So sometimes she went by Anna Louise Joy. Nevertheless, her profile name was Anna, A-N-N-A-L, Joy. And she didn't know anything that was wrong with that. But as soon as my mom and my aunt saw the username, they died laughing. They were laughing so hard because A-N-N-A-L-J-O-Y is anal joy. Anal joy. And so my great-grandma, who was this holy pastor at her own church, helping all these people, never breaking her morals or anything, has Anal Joy as her Christian Mingle username, and no image available for her profile picture, no biography. So needless to say, she was getting these really creepy guys coming into her account, which is understandable, when there's Anal Joy and nothing else. It's weird, it's really weird. So it was so funny because she was just laughing. She was so embarrassed, and she didn't know any better, and it's just this old lady who has Anal Joy as their profile name. Anyway, that's the whole story. That's it. It was just Anal Joy. So they changed her username and they put her profile picture up, and they added a biography on what she was looking for. She actually ended up getting off the app, thank God. She met the man of her dreams and they got married, and they were together for a long time, about 8 years. He ended up passing away a little over 3 years ago, and then she ended up passing away only a few months after he passed, which I feel like she died of a broken heart. But it's a really sad story, but also beautiful that they ended up passing away within the same year. and I know that they're up there in heaven. God bless them. He gave them a special place up there. I know it. I feel them all the time. They're probably watching down on me, chuckling as I tell the story about her. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like it, obviously, and give it a thumbs up, even though it's just the same thing. To make sure to comment and subscribe to my channel, and you guys can make me famous. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and peace out, dogs.